Hello, all you coin aficionados out there, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we have the 1 sen coin for you from Japan from year 14 of the Showa era. And so we can see we're looking right now at the back, or the reverse, and we see at the very top there is a chrysanthemum flower. In the center it says 1 sen. Around the outside we have kind of these waves, a beaded inner part of the outer rim. And then when we get down to the bottom, we see the government flower down here, the Polonia flower, kind of with these heart-shaped leaves at the bottom of the. I know it's not really a wreath, but it's kind of like a seawater wreath that rings around the inner parts of the coin. If we tip it up, we see it's a smooth coin, very shiny. This is an aluminum coin, and it's incredibly light. It weighs 0.9 grams, and it's a tiny coin. I know when we blow it up, it looks big, but if you put it, say, next to a Canadian penny, you can see much smaller than the Canadian penny, and about 1/4 or less of the weight of the Canadian penny. If we turn it over here, we see that it says State of Japan at the top. We see that there's a crow in the middle. That's the Yatagarasu crow, the mythological crow from Japan, on a bed of kind of stylized clouds. Over here, we also see some flower buds, one on each side. And then down at the bottom, it says year 14 of the Showa era. And that's the year 1939 on the Western calendars. If we look way down in, we can see that there are, across the bottom, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters. And if you go to this character, this coin from 1939 actually has an error issue. And what they did was, on this figure here, the little tiny box up there in the left-hand corner of the square, that has a diagonal line in it rather than a little square in it. And so they made an error coin in 1939. It's called the Type A error coin. And the Japanese people who collect Japanese coins, many of them do not have that Type A error coin. You can find versions of it online. It's the 1 sen Showa Year 14 Type A error, and it can go for hundreds of yen, maybe even 1,000 yen to a specific collector, depending on the condition that it's in. You can see this coin's kind of shiny, but it's also kind of beat, and that's what happens to aluminum over time. It's light, it's scratchy, and it's really hard to keep these in good condition. So that's all we have today. Oh, I should tell you how many they made. We don't have good numbers on these, but we do know that they made somewhere around 3 to 400 million of these in year 14. And of the ones that are with the error coins, they say possibly 300 to 3,000. So a very small number of the possible error coins. Again, we don't have a good fix on those, and most collectors don't have them, but you can find them on the internet once in a while, pictures of them. And it's that little corner up there with a slanted line rather than an inner square. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and put any comments you have in the comments section.